So, what's up, everybody? I'm here with the Filthy Mouth Gamer.
What's up, fucking assholes?
And we were just discussing the solar eclipse that's going to be coming tomorrow, and we're talking about Jerry Lewis dying today, which was crazy because yesterday, when I was taking a shower and doing my thing in the bathroom, I had on the Jerry Lewis telethon, which is, coming up soon too, Labor Day. And I was just thinking about how great the guy was over the years and how long he did that fucking telethon for, which was like crazy. There's a video here on YouTube that if you like the telethon, it shows you like the bloopers of the telethon. And the years that this dude was doing that telethon is insane. It was from the 50s. I think it was 52, right? And I saw it in 85 or 87, and they were saying it was the 35-year anniversary, and that was in 87. And he did the telethon all through the 90s as well. He did it all the way up to 2010.
You know what my favorite telethon was?
Think of that. What?
Well, he's when he came out fucking, and he was all bloated from the steroids they shot
Oh,
him with.
God, I remember that. That was about in 04, 05. He came out looking like fucking, oh, my God, I never thought I'd see Jerry Lewis looking like that, man. He looked like a butterball turkey.
They rolled him out like Violet.
They did. They rolled him out, man. He couldn't even fucking move or walk. Everybody was like, what the fuck happened to Jerry? But you know what?
That interview?
But you want to know something, though, Filthy?
Yeah.
He was still there, the motherfucker. He was still...
Oh, he was still there. Oh, yeah.
He wouldn't have missed that telethon for the world, that guy, you know? And now, whether you want to say he was making money on that, or...
Was he? I don't know. Was he?
I don't know whether you want to say it kept him in the spotlight and fame. He knew every year he'd have a show to go to on TV where he was relevant still. You could say that. But honestly, you do something that fucking long, you got to be doing it for the kindness of your heart. And after a while, it showed that the guy really wasn't into it for the fame and everything. And you know what's crazy? He was put on the stage when he was 5 years old on vaudeville. All right, both his parents were performers in vaudeville. And they put him on the stage when he was 5 years old, okay? He was on the stage back in January in Vegas, where he lived and died. And he was on the stage in January, okay? So January of 2017. That means this dude was going on the stage from when he was 5 years old till he was 91 years old. So you do the math. How many years of performing is that?
86.
86 years of performing. Can any other performer say that in the U.S.? I don't think so. Not even a guy like Don Rickles had that many years under his belt.
What about, I don't know, like, I don't know how long they was, what about like somebody like George Burns?
Well, that could be true.
Didn't he hit?
He hit 101. Yeah.
Did he get to 100?
Yep, he did. George Burns got to 101 years old when he died.
But like, when did he start in show business? That we don't
know.
Now
that I don't know, but because and the crazy thing is, I was watching all this stuff about Jerry Lewis yesterday. Okay, out of nowhere, I just decided, let me check out some of the old videos I like watching, and I watched a couple of bloopers from the telethon age, and I watched an interview that somebody did with him, a really cool interview, an in-depth interview with him, and where that's where I learned the vaudeville thing, which I knew already, but it like refreshed everything. And then he dies a day later, which was very weird. Died a day later.
Jerry Lewis statues out there because the social justice warriors might want to tear them down.
Yeah, they might want to tear that down because he might have thought about being a racist once. I don't know.
No, well, he's done. Listen.
Hello,
he's
lady.
Done shit.
Yeah, when he did the
done
Chinese
shit
guy.
That would be deemed right.
Yeah, he's done the Chinese guy where he was like, "Are you on the talk to me?"
It's funny though. I'm sorry.
It is funny. Listen. A lot of people fucking imitate people all the time. Like, it's not a big fucking deal, man.
It's like, laugh at yourself.
Jesus,
dude. You can't laugh at yourself. Seriously, just fucking kill yourself.
This world
Seriously.
is so fucking crazy, man. People get butthurt over stupid fucking shit. And then people also in this world, people also like look at things and think things that are normal are crazy. Normal things that people do. Some people are like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing that. And it's like, what fucking world are you from?
Listen, I don't get really affected by flags or symbols or shit like that. But today I was driving around Connecticut.
Yeah.
And some dude had a fucking Confederate flag hanging on his house, and I'm going,
wow.
Dude, you do realize this is the North, you stupid fuck.
I know. Stupid fucker. That's ballsy
Like,
though, man.
fucking
This day and age,
moron.
in this day and age, that's ballsy.
Yeah, it's more like.
Yeah, but it is ballsy, dude. Come on.
Oh, it is ballsy, but
Yeah.
it's also stupid. Like, dude,
Yeah.
you do realize that's like, this is enemy territory to the Confederates. You realize
Yeah.
that, right?
I know. Dude.
Fucking Morons. What the fuck
You
is
fucking
moron?
morons. What are you still on the Game of Thrones? You fucking moron. That's like a name. You know, what about in Game of Thrones when he looked at him and said, what do you want to suck my cock? And he looked at him and said, dick or something like that. He was like, cock or something like that. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. He looked at him and said, dick, like cock? That was a funny part, man. I forgot to mention that on the show. You know?
The conversation was serious.
Dude, that conversation was great. He was like, and then I forgot to bring that other thing up too, man, when he looked at him and said, the running's good, the fighting's better, and the fucking is best.
Right.
Yeah.
And then somebody said to the effect of, well, who's there's nobody to fuck over here, and he's like, we'll make do.
He's like, we'll make do. We got Tiffany's asshole to fuck.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Tiffany. We got Tiffany here. Imagine Tiffany was on the Game of Thrones. She'd be like, this is the game of that ass.
I swear to you that if I tried, I would have got Tiffany's dog to leave with me.
You would have got Tiffany's dog to leave her, you're saying?
No, yeah, that Tiffany's dog would have left her. Like, you know how dogs are, dude. You feed them a few fucking pieces of Stromboli, they're out.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking like, yo, this fat motherfucker's feeding me Stromboli. I'm going with this motherfucker right here.
Okay, so guys, this is an exclusive for the Patreon. If you watch this channel, we went to Tiffany's house, all of us, right? We all hung out. It was Filthy Mouth Gamer, me, it was Tiffany, it was Wifey, it was James from That Ass Podcast, and it was the man, Truth Seeker, OKayFabe. And we all met up, had a good time. It was fun. We ate. And if you heard Corrupted Podcast, I posted some of it up here on the Patreon for you guys. I hope you like it. It's a part of Corrupted Podcast, part of the skit we did too, which DJ for Never Play went and did a corrupted response. You can go check that out on his channel. Okay, he did a corrupted response to what we was doing in the response game. And listen, I'm breaking balls. I'm having fun with it. I don't fucking maliciously attack. I'm doing imitations of him and this and that. It's whatever, man. He did a response to it, and he was like, he was imitating all of us because we were imitating, like them and stuff. So in one part he was imitating me, and he goes, "Hey, what's up, man? Why you shun me, bro? Why you shun me?" And he's like, because I have to clean up my channel. And me being a neat freak, I got to delete stuff and make it nice. And I'm like, dude, it don't take you 2 months to fucking delete shit on your channel, bro.
Well,
like,
you can't fucking see. Maybe it does.
I don't know. But listen, I'm not looking for an excuse anyway. It is what it is. We have fun with it, and he rebutted. He had fun with it. He wasn't maliciously attacking or anything. So it's whatever, man. But it was funny shit. Corrupted Podcast was pretty funny last night. If you haven't heard it, like I said, there's a sneak peek on here, and also, you can go check it out on Joe's channel. And next week is the fight of the century, and we're going to be covering it all day long on Patreon, on YouTube, on and off of Patreon, on and off of YouTube. We're going to do some exclusive stuff that day for the Patreon too. So if you're around and you want to hear us, we're going to be going live on the Patreon. We can go live now on the Patreon. I'll have that hooked up by Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to be doing a sneak peek on here before the show goes off, and we're going to have Mr. Lucky Low back with us this Wednesday for Foul Mouths Live. And we're going to be doing, like I said, the sneak peek live this time. No recorded. We're going to be coming to you live on the Patreon. So if you get the alert and you're around and you can watch us, come and hang out with us. We'll be live Wednesday night on the Patreon about a half hour before the show goes off at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And we'll see you then. And like I said, we're going to have Lucky Low back in the house, so we'll see how that goes. He hasn't been around for a while. He's missed out on a lot of things. We got to fill him in on a lot of things, Filthy.
Yeah, we do. I mean, the last time he was here, Back to the Future just came out.
One more thing before we bounce out of here, the solar eclipse. Okay, guys, you see it on the screen. Tomorrow is the day, the Great American Solar Eclipse. They're making a big deal about it on the TV. The last time one happened that was like this much, like an eclipse, was when, Filthy?
Well, all right. The last time that the whole country was able to see a full solar eclipse was 1932. This is not going to be one of those times because the only people that are going to see the full solar eclipse are going to be anywhere from Oregon all the way down to North Carolina. It's going to like kind of move. So Northeast is not going to see it. We're not going to see it. The next time we'll be able to see it, a full solar eclipse, will be April 8th, 2024.
Wow. Wow. So, which is what, like 7-8 years away?
Yeah, a little less than 7 years.
All right, so they said...
I'll be fucking 46 years old. What the fuck?
It's fucking insane. Josh Hinkle, who lives in Tennessee, who calls the show all the time, they said that parts of Tennessee is where you really will see this eclipse like really good. So
yeah, he's gonna see. But can I ask you a question? Do these fucking solar glasses they're selling, do they do anything special?
They do. They had this whole press conference today on TV, in all kinds of local stations throughout the U.S. today. Doctors coming out and telling people, make sure you buy the right glasses because they have to be certified. They have to have this code on them. That way you know they're certified. They said when the kids wear them, the kids are definitely going to be poking out of the glasses with their eyes and looking at the shit with their eyes. And they're telling everybody that you could get seriously hurt looking right into this thing. Like seriously hurt.
Well, yeah, it's like it's basically like you get seriously hurt if you look into the sun.
Yeah, so they're saying...
can't you just wear regular sunglasses?
No, you can't.
Yeah, but I've wore Oakleys before, and I've looked directly at the sun. When Oakley's on, it never fucked with me.
Well, I mean, they're saying you can't just use any old sunglasses. You have to use specific...
I think that fucking cocksucker that said that on the TV, he's got stock in the company making these fucking glasses.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That's just me being a cynical asshole.
Well, you're probably right, though. I mean, if you really think about it. You know? You're probably...
Oh, go fuck yourself, Leafy. Really. Jesus Christ.
You're probably right about that, though, man. But they did say that, and they're all worried about kids, not using the glasses and looking into this thing. Like we said, if you're in Middle America, you're going to be getting a good view of this fucking thing. So all you guys that are in Mid America, you guys are going to be getting a nice show tomorrow. And let me tell you something. They said that if you see this thing the right way and you're in the right area to see this thing, that it's life-changing to see something like this. That's what they were saying on the news today. Like I said, it's all over the news right now. They're going to be doing a whole show tomorrow about it called The Great American Solar Eclipse. And I think it's on ABC or CBS, one of those fucking fake news fucking networks. So they're making a big deal about it. And they said that, then they had this doctor on and he was telling you about the effects of looking into it. And then they were talking about... They had people on who've seen it like up and close, and you could look at that through your telescope. How come you could look at that in a telescope, but you can't look at that with the naked eye?
I have no idea. Listen,
isn't that weird?
You
stole my song. You stole my mother. No, I'm sorry.
At the end of the day, it's cool looking, but it's not that big of a fucking deal. I don't.
It is cool looking. Right now on the screen, you can't see it, but I have a solar eclipse on there, but in red. It's a fucking blood red solar eclipse. That was supposed to come in 2012, and the world was supposed to end. But we dodged that bullet, folks. And right now,
remember
we're
I was
with you.
fucking with you leading up to that?
Yeah.
Remember like it was every year, I was like, we only got 2 years left. Yep. Come on, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? I used to get mad when I used to say that to you.
That's right, folks. You got a front row seat tomorrow. If you're in Middle America, you're going to see one of the best solar eclipses ever. And let me tell you this, folks, right now, the world might be coming to an end tomorrow. So bend over, kiss your ass goodbye.
I want to tell everybody, totally off the solar eclipse subject, okay? I told my wife 5 fucking times, all right? She can barely walk today because she exercised. She's dragging herself around, right? She has a case of water in her trunk. I said, Stacy, I'll fucking get the case of water after the show, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go get the water. I'll get the case of water after the show. I'll get the case of water after the show. What does she go do? She fucking limps outside like she's the Terminator fucking wounded at the end of the first movie and drags this fucking case of water in. She just doesn't.
Well, that's a typical woman.
Listen,
that's what you.
It's like unfucking real.
That's a typical woman, bro. That's a typical woman. That's a typical woman. That's what my wife does too. Can you get this for me? Can you get this for me? Yeah, when I'm done. Can you get this for me? Like, is there a rush on water? Are we going to be in a fucking desert in the middle of the house? Do you need water? Are you going to be somewhere stranded for 4 hours?
No. Now next time you next time you cheat on your diet, I'm going to tell Joe Cronin, because he loves to hear about shit like that. My question is, how much does Joe Cronin have to eat to feed those mutton chops on his fucking face? That's my question.
Oh, Jesus. All right, well, hey, listen, enjoy the solar eclipse tomorrow, everybody. We are going to be live Wednesday, like I said, with the great, you know who, Lucky Lowe comes back. He makes his triumphant return.
He'll come back, and then he'll take another.
And then he'll leave early, and then he'll come back, and he'll leave early.
He'll bounce like the shadow.
Yeah. So don't forget, guys. Tomorrow is. This is animal. No. Tomorrow is.
This is the Filthy Mouth Gamer, and you're listening to the fucking Foul-Mouth Live. This is the Filthy Mouth Gamer. This is the Filthy Mouth Gamer. You're filthy. This filthy mouth. You're filthy. And you're listening to the Filthy Mouth. This is the Filthy Mouth Gamer, and you're listening to the